Yo, yo, yo. What's up? This is the 6th streaming edition. Preseason run. As you notice right now I'm in my gear. It's getting close to season time. Trying on the new uniforms. Making sure we're in game shape. We're doing a little drawing today. Make sure everything's in sync. Gotta cover up a bunch of stuff. Actually inking on some actual comic book pages today. And I got a new webcam. Alright, let me get on my channel. It's one person. Very good. I hope you appreciate the setup today. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw with the helmet on the entire time. I haven't even tried the setup yet. Yo, yo, yo. Can I hear myself? Yo, yo. Hello. Okay, anyways. Let's see how we're doing here. Alright, how you guys doing out there? It's gonna be tough drawing with the helmet, but try to make it work. Maybe I should put my headphones on another way. Woo! All right, hey, how you guys doing? This is much better. The birds are in the cage right now, but we will be playing Parallel Prize in a little bit. We'll give them another half an hour. You might say, hey Bernard, why does your helmet say number 26? Mic rubbing on the face mask. This is the every episode right now we're starting with the ASMR version. I hope you guys enjoy this. Part of it is to give you pleasure first, and then I can get on with the artwork. Pretty soon I have all this stuff figured out. How's everybody doing today? I'm a little excited. I have my new webcam. It's shooting. Prior to this, I had been using my iPhone, and there was a sale at Best Buy. If you're looking to get some equipment, they were selling the C222 for 50 bucks. Normally it's like 90 bucks, 80 bucks on Amazon. So I said, yeah, let's splurge, baby. Let's get that super clear. Can you guys see the artwork is super clear? So I got two 920 C922s going. I'm almost modern day version of me. Now all I need is a new computer that can handle a Stream Deck. Hey, Sean Chen. Welcome to the stream. Sean Chen Art, everybody. If you guys know Sean, oof, there it is. Some of you guys are gonna get really excited with this. This is half ASMR, half creative, half IRL. That's 3 halves. So, if I can figure out this chat window here, we're all good. All right. Sean Chen Art. Anyways, hope you guys are having a good week. It is Wednesday, new comic book day. Hope some of you are going to be heading out to the new comic books, your local comic book store, picking up your favorite comics. One of my first comic book stores that I went to when I was a kid was called Starship Enterprise in North Miami Beach. They had like a big giant Star Trek mural on the side. So awesome. Caught me right away when I was a kid. We drive by it a lot. I think it was 163rd Street, North Miami Beach. Although I don't think it's there anymore. Last I recalled, it was bought out, and then I think it was like Superheroes Unlimited or something. That was a long time ago. It's probably in the 90s. Well, actually, Starship Enterprise was early 80s. I think they've been around for a while. If you guys have not guessed, I don't like to collect a lot of toys, but I do like to collect football jerseys and equipment, and only authentic game worn stuff. So this jersey was actually worn by some kid in an actual game, college football game. I always wanted to play football when I was young, but my parents, they didn't want me to get hurt, so they let me play basketball. So you think the overhead camera is on autofocus? Ooh. Let me switch that. Let me see. The overhead camera should not be on autofocus. It should be. Yeah, see, I'm playing with the adjusting of the levels. Overhead camera should be. Autofocus is off. Let me know if it keeps switching back and forth. We're testing out a new setup again today. This is with 2 Logitech 922s. And an ASMR. You guys might really get into that. This might become a really popular channel. Killing two birds with one stone. No, not you guys. As you can, if you've been watching the stream a little bit, you'll know that I have two co-hosts. My pet birds, Beavis and Butthead. They are right now in their feeding cage. Whenever they eat, I keep them locked up for half an hour, 45 minutes. They can enjoy the wondrous foods that I provided for them. They eat better than me sometimes. And, well, in relation, of course I eat better food, but if I was a bird in the wild, they're eating pretty good compared to the birds in the wild. Just lost my train of thought. So I had two birds, Beavis and Butthead. They're two miniature parrotlets. Later on in the stream, if I let them out, we might be playing Parrotlet Prize. They land on my shoulder. Oh yeah, it's from a basketball game. Monday night. Somebody scratched me as I was driving to the lane. I should have made up a cooler excuse, right? Had a few days. Maybe the birds were... Oh, I gotta cover up some of this drawing. I'm only covering up the drawing because this is an actual page, so there's actually not a lot of spoilers on here, but yeah, it's difficult inking and drawing. I mean, inking and talking. Especially the faces. Still gotta develop that muscle. I'll fix this up when I scan it in. Sometimes you make a mistake when you're drawing. Like, well, try to fix it in the inks. But then, I'm getting a little turned on by the mic rubbing against the face mask. I don't know, what is that obsession with ASMR? I just don't get it. Anybody out there want to let me in on this little secret? What is the... I mean, I guess... Do you need like a special headset? Or speakers? Or... I see like the people that broadcast ASMR, they have this weird mic. If you're tuning in, today is the 6th preseason run. Preseason run are what I'm terming as kind of my practice runs, where I'm testing out new equipment before I kind of go live, even though I am live. These streams don't count. That's what I like to tell myself. It's okay to make mistakes in these. It's all a learning process. At some point, this will be like second nature. And I've developed the necessary tools to draw at my regular pace, which is lightning fast. Talk about it, explain what I'm doing, and pass gas at the same time, and answer questions. But right now, my brain is only wired to do one thing, maybe two. It's kind of hilarious. I was talking to John Paul the other day, John Paul Leon. John Paul and I went to high school together. He's the artist on Batman Creatures of the Night for DC Comics. Also, a shout out to Sean Chen. Sean and I started in the comic book industry at the same time for a comic book company called Valiant Comics. Oof. Sean at the time, yeah, Sean, you got a couple months head start on me. Sean had the luxury of being tutored and mentored by the Barry Windsor Smith. Wow. I hope Barry's doing okay. I haven't heard from him in a while. Have you heard from him, Sean? Anyways, John Paul and I were talking, and we were watching Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee with Jerry Seinfeld. Great show. There might be something in it if we can adapt it. Like comic book artists on Twitch drinking coffee, wearing their favorite football uniforms. Most people won't even be doing. Most comic book artists won't be wearing any football uniforms. So, we're watching the Chappelle. I was talking about we're watching the Chappelle episode. Actually, this is also with my buddy Kadir Nelson. He's a very famous illustrator painter. And Seinfeld, Jerry, brought up a very good point. Well, actually, I think Chappelle. That the sphincter is one of the most overlooked and underappreciated muscles in your body. It's the one thing that keeps everything together. Holds it together. There it is. That's one for you, Sean. Did you hear that? I think the mic could have picked it up. Yeah. My face was much thinner. That's a few pounds ago. When you get older, you get fatter, your head gets bigger. This helmet is actually really tight. It's cutting off the blood circulation to my head a little bit. I might faint at some point. Or I'm actually getting a headache. I might not be able to survive this stream with this helmet on the whole time. Then if I take it off, there's going to be like a red mark on my forehead. By the way, it's pretty warm in here, but I have the AC on. Can you hear the AC, Sean, in the background? I have two different AC units, one just for the room, and then since I'm streaming today, I'm turning on the one that's for the entire loft, which should be a little bit more quiet, but it's going to waste a lot of electricity because I got to then cool down the whole loft, and I'm only using a small portion of it. That's why I have the mini room one, so that when I'm in the studio, only need to do enough. So I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix his head a little bit later. I'm gonna fix Jim. And then mental note. This will happen when I scan in this page later. I'm gonna make some revisions online. It's also recommended that I have a fart meter. Fart and burp meter. Need a water break. Need one of those Gatorade things that just squirt right in here. Everything's designed for a reason. Does this turn you on, this face mask hitting the microphone thing? I mean, I could take this sponge thing off. It would just be the metal thing, but then that'd be metal grinding on metal. Alright. You guys will see this later. On top of a building. Oh, I'm only going to stream for a little bit today. It's really just to test out this new cam. Actually, it works pretty well. At first I was a little scared. The computer might not be able to distinguish between the two since I have two of the same webcams. Right now I'm inking a page. I'm using a 005 micron. That's right. I used to use a 01. Butthead made a good point about that. The pages that I'm drawing on are also slightly smaller than traditional industry standard. Industry standard is to work on a 11 by 17 board. I'm drawing on an 11 by 14 board with narrower proportions, so there's more width on the side. For me, I find it's a little bit more efficient, maybe 10%, 15%. I started working in this size 2 years ago when I was on Batman Beyond. Also, when I had to travel, it's less bulkier. When you're traveling and you gotta, like, you're on a plane and you gotta bring all this stuff with you. But really, it's just I'm drawing on a smaller board, but I'm using a smaller pen, and you should not see any difference in the final product. Everything is still looks as if it was drawn on traditional by 17. This is a bird's eye view, fishbowl, fish eye, bird's eye. Man, I need to get a tan. Just looking at my own picture. His arms are like. That's another thing. As a comic book artist, the doctor is like, man, you know, Bernard, you got to get out in the sun every now and then. Severe vitamin D deficiency. Indoor the whole time. Awake only at night. need to get some sunlight. Let's see here. Maybe draw a news van. Most of this is straight on, so but as we progress in the fish eye, fish bowl kind of perspective, one of the masters of this is an architect named Al Lorenz. Al Lorenz was one of my teachers growing up one of my teachers at Pratt Institute when I was an architecture student. He does all these amazing fish bowl kind of curved architectural illustrations of cities and stuff. So right now I'm just kind of actually eyeballing everything. Typically if I were to have the layouts, you can kind of see the going to be filling this in later. This is the city street. There's a lot of garbage. We are in New York City. I don't think this is a previous established hospital. So does this look bad? It was bad. It was like bleeding in the game. It was actually like all the way up here. And then there was a side. So I took out a nice piece of skin. Should have had some farfalla beans or whatever. Garbanzo beans to go with it. Right. Let's see. You guys see this? Everything should kind of point up. This is around here is the perspective point. So as you stand away, people you can see, but then as we get closer, we're right on top of them. Sean Chen is actually, hey, what's up, Xiang? Today's the 6th preseason run. We're trying on our uniforms, making sure all the gear fits. I actually had a different setup I was going to stream earlier this morning. I don't know what the etiquette is. That's another question. All right, Sean Yox, Johnny. Is that right, Johnny? Is there an etiquette to Twitch streaming amongst comic book pros? So, if someone else is streaming, does that mean, okay, I gotta give way to let them stream a little bit before I can come on? Or is it just free game? Just go ahead and stream whenever you want. I'm new to this, so that is my question. I was going to stream earlier, but I held off because there was another professional online. Not that I'm going to steal any of his viewers. It's possible. But yeah. So Eric was on. So I thought, oh, well, I wanted to watch Eric. So that was another thing. So, okay, I'm going to watch Eric. See what he does. So, I don't know. Man, this is giving me a real big headache. I'm going to... squeezing my Abdullah Ablagande internet problems. I thought, Johnny, I thought your name was Xian. Didn't you say your name was Xian? I'm like, the face mask is kind of blocking some of my view here. Right now I'm just, backgrounds are not very detailed. I think when I go in and ink them, there should be a bunch of police cars down here. There is a hostage situation. And then, oops. Let me try the other side. The other side, this is the emergency entrance. Just get it away. It's a hospital. Hey, George. You wore a cow. Is today like special hat day? This chin guard is. This thing's also creating kind of like a ASMR. Maybe this is better. Although my beard is kind of fucked up, it feels weird. It's like all in this chin guard thing now. We got some ambulances. So oh, that's not bad. I think that kind of fits. It's a parking garage next door. This is where I'm assuming where the doctors and the patients, they all park. This is an urban environment, so and I'm assuming that this hospital was built on the cheap, so they didn't have any underground. Underground parking is it's $10,000 a spot, underground parking, versus above ground as a few thousand. Anyways, underground parking, if you're building a building, is a lot more expensive than above ground parking. So you see cities like Toronto, Vancouver, well, some cities in the US now, especially even LA, all the new development, they have these parking podiums, which are like horrendous architectural monstrosities. But it's cheaper for the birds are in the cage. It's cheaper for the developer because of the necessary required parking spaces per units. Birds are in their feeding cage, their eating cage or feasting cage right now. They will be free soon. When they are free, we are still open to last time's parallel prize, where if the birds as they fly land on my shoulder, everybody wins. This is almost like an Oprah Winfrey show. Everybody wins. But they just ate. So there's usually in a food coma. And which is fine. If they are too loud, they can get a little annoying. Especially if I'm talking fairly mellowy. If I'm mellowed out today. That looks like it's enough cars, right? Now to ink. Let's get rid of this helmet. Whew. There is a slight delay on the video camera. Fix my beard a little bit. I look good. You know what I'm saying? And this is an authentic jersey. So usually the football pads, the shoulder pads are right here. My arm muscles aren't big enough to really make that big of a difference. Actually, I should have worn the corresponding jersey to the helmet. The jersey's a little tight. All right, so let's get back to making this. How's everybody doing today? Today's going to be kind of a rather quick probably a quick show. I've got to really focus on getting some of this stuff finished. And also, like, notice it's extremely difficult to draw and talk at the same time, especially when set drawing it's not a sketch. It's just this is it, man. If I mess up, the fate of the world rests on me. You know, what I actually need to do too is pull up some police car reference. So that they don't look like taxi cabs. And yeah, this is really hard. All right, I think that's it for today. I gotta really get this page banged out, and it's just taking way too long. I have to talk and draw and hear the birds in the background. So thanks for jumping on. I think today's going to be actually really short. This jersey's pretty hot. I will try to stream again, maybe later today or tomorrow, once I finish this page. Covering it up because it's an unpublished page right now. But, all right. Well, anybody got any questions before I head out? George, Sean, I got 2 Seans again. I'm averaging 2 Seans per stream, which has to be a record of some sort. Anyways, all right, today is very short, but thank you. Enjoy the rest of the Wednesday, New Comic Book Day. Hope you head to your local comic book store, and I'll talk to you soon. Oh, forget to follow. Check out the Instagram, the Bernard Chang. Sean Chan Art is on. He's our honorary moderator, although he doesn't have any other privileges. So, yeah. But thank you, and I'll see you guys again soon-ish, shortly, right? And Sean, you might want to stay on and check out the credits.